All right, we're at 14419 Peddicord Road in Mount Airy. We've got a 4-bedroom, 1-bath modular home on on slab, not even really on slab, on cinder blocks. I'll show you that in a minute. On 1.21 acres. It's got 1,808 square feet, built 1984. And we are here in the kitchen. But let's go ahead and start outside.
There's soft right here too.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a long gravel driveway off of Peddicord Road, tucked behind these other homes. The front of the house, sort of an odd-shaped lot. The front of the house faces northwest, and it's sort of this long rectangular, well, no, I think it's probably almost a squarish kind of lot there. This part of it, though, hasn't been kept up by the bank, so this just needs to be mowed down, and I think you'd have a much more usable space. But note to self, we need to check the tax map just to make sure we've got that right. It's got a 3-car detached garage that's in rough shape, needs to be resided and maybe even resheathed. And then when we get inside it, I think it's somewhat questionable whether the structure itself meets code. I don't know what code says about outbuildings, garages, but having 2x4 trusses and rafters, yeah, this really is improperly framed. I can just see that. So I don't know if it's something that really has to be addressed, but it's something to think about. And certainly you have issues with the siding, the gutters, replacing the doors. So you can see the long gravel driveway that passes those other homes that are actually out on the street, and you can see how it comes to, the driveway comes to this side of the house, and it is kind of oddly positioned on the lot. I think the house would make an interesting opportunity to try to go energy efficient. It's got, as you can see, that oil tank right there. It's got oil forced air. The air handler looks in pretty bad shape anyway. I think you'd rip that out and maybe think about cutting down these trees on the southern side of the property and trying to get yourself some solar panels going on here, maybe even a wind turbine, maybe even geothermal. You've got a nice sized lot to think about geothermal. And just before we switch subjects about some of the other repairs here, the house again is a modular. You can maybe see in there, I don't know if, yeah, you can see the steel girders, and you can see the cinder block that the girders are rested on. So it's essentially a trailer. That's going to definitely be a downer. But if you did something, since it's one floor, you would have the opportunity, I think, to really make this very energy efficient. So even if you didn't do that, I think the windows need to be replaced, the roof needs to be replaced, siding, it needs to be at least power washed and repaired in places, which I guess is the way you'd want to go. It's kind of an ugly color, but I don't think you'd want to replace all of the siding. Actually, the color is the color of my house, so I don't know what I'm saying. Little fence, little dog house there. Nothing of significance, because it's all in pretty ratty shape. You can see that fence is falling down. Landscaping is going to be a fairly large line item. Properties of this size with basements that aren't modular but have the gross living square footage similar to this, which is 1,800, on this lot size, very easily go for $350,000 in this zip code. Because this doesn't have a basement, because of the odd lot size, because it is a trailer, I might discount it by maybe as much as $100,000 and make $250 your mark. All right, inside issues we have to face. Right there, we got a little bit of mold and moisture to deal with, and floor buckling. What you're going to have is a total rehab in this house, complete with changing the floor plan too. Okay, so this is a little living room, and here we have a kitchen, and I'm not going to spend too much time dwelling on the fact that the kitchen needs to be redone. This little sunroom, which we saw from the outside, off of the living room, off of the kitchen, could open up that wall and really have kind of a nice open, large eat-in kitchen slash sunroom. Not sure that's the way you'd want to go, but anyway, heading towards the other side of the property, you see we have small bedroom after small bedroom, sort of barrack or dorm style, just running off these hallways.
Yeah, with the two of these, it'd be nice to see if you could bump this all out and push that bathroom back and Jack and Jill bathroom between two larger rooms.
Right, so we could put an addition out to grab some extra square footage and make these bedrooms more acceptable to today's standards, but these are all just around a 9 by 10 to 12 by 12 range, which isn't really going to fly. We have this large, the only bathroom in the house is large bathroom, which is doubling as a utility room, just the hot water heater, not the rest of the utilities. And you probably can't see in the dark. Well, yeah, you can. Was a laundry room as well. Certainly would want to rethink that. Yet another smallish, ugly bedroom, and smallish, ugly bedroom number 4. So the floor plan definitely has to be rethunk. And then coming out to the side of the house where the garage is and the driveway is, you see that here's the other utility room, I guess you'd say. It's just all it's got is the oil air handler. So you have this garage, which you don't need because there's the detached garage. If you can figure out a way to make that detached garage structurally sound, you can claim all this space for living space. And again, here's another large unused storage closet. You can't see it because it's dark, but it's probably 6 by 14. Could be a utility room, could just take it out and make use of that space. And then finishing off, I don't know what this room is. It's a tiled, I guess it could be bedroom number 5.
Pseudo mudroom.
Pseudo mudroom.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, it looks like right, it might have been used as a bedroom.
Right.
Because they put this closet piece in.
So, that said, your budget's going to be, I don't think there's too much to do structurally. The floors are a little crooked. That's just the nature of these trailers, that they start to sag on their cinder block base. But your budget's going to be systems. You definitely have HVAC replacement. I did not see the electrical box, but I saw the load outside. It's pretty clearly 200 amp. I don't think you're going to have to do too much electrical. Plumbing, I have no idea. Well and septic, I have no idea. I did not. The well apparatus, of course, is going to be in that crawl space, which we're probably not going to crawl down into today.
Yeah, I don't think we do.
Well, maybe we can just take the flashlight and do a quick look, see if we can see what we can see. Yeah, it appears to be. Alright, so you got PVC sewer pipes, they look fine. That looks like that polybupa whatever plumbing line, so you better budget for some plumbing repairs. This right here almost looks like, this jagged pipe here almost looks like where we should have a well system. Well, I'm not seeing the well. So we're going to budget to rework a well, I think, as well. a well as well. Unless it's county water. I don't think it is. Roof. I budget for a roof. Budget for windows. And I don't know, a total interior gut. And I think that's all I'm going to say about it. Again, listed for $80,000. $250,000 I think is a reasonable, a pretty conservative sale price if you make this nice, and particularly if you make it nice and energy efficient. So there is some room, particularly if you knock that sale price down a little bit. Peace.